morning, good morning, good morning. Cowboy fans, Cowboy Nation, and Cowboy fans all over the world. This is me, Cowboy Legends for Life, coming back at you again with another video with my hopes that you like the last one. And I know it's my voice a little low, because it's early morning, and there's been no sun in like a week down here for some reason. You know, but it's still nice outside, a little drizzle. I think the drizzling has stopped, but there's been no sun out here for a while, man. So, I guess nature's got to do what nature's got to do, right? But I'm just want to make this video real quick about several things. And the first thing I want to talk about is this back and forth we're having right now, among all of us, the Eagles and the Giants and the Redskins and the Cowboys and whomever else is out there. And we're talking about who's the best running back in football. And listen, bro, I'm not being biased. I don't care what people think. I'm telling you right now, there's no better back in the league than Ezekiel Elliott. All right, none, bar none. I know. I like I said, I made a video before about Saquon Barkley. I made some people upset about comparing Saquon Barkley to Ezekiel Elliott, saying that he's a better back than Ezekiel. People were saying he was a better back than Ezekiel before he even took the football last season. And those primarily came from Eagles fans, but you know how envious they've always been, whatever the Cowboys did. So then that's a fact. That's just crazy, okay? You cannot do something like that. You know, to say that Saquon Barkley's a better back. I remember it was what's his name? Eagle Speed stated, one of the first to say that Saquon Barkley before the 2018 season started was a better back than Ezekiel Elliott, which was asinine. You know, it was asinine. Period. Because even if the great year he did have, you know, over 2,000 yards from scrimmage, great season for a rookie like that, he still has not outdone anything Ezekiel Elliott did. Okay, because when you look at Ezekiel Elliott's stats, I'm going to show them to you in a minute. All right. When you look at his stats, it's going to show you that Ezekiel Elliott led the league in, of course, rushing in the past 2 out of 3 seasons. But, of course, we all know the Eagles' uncle, Roger Goodell, took him out circulation in 2017 for 6 months. Okay? So, 6 weeks, 6 weeks. It felt like 6 months. And so, and from doing that, there is no way in hell, if Ezekiel Elliott played all 16 games or 15 games, like he usually does, all right, that the Eagles would have ever even got a chance to win in the division. The Eagles would have got a chance to even go far in the postseason. It wasn't going to happen. I'm saying it right now. I'm putting down the gauntlet and telling you it was never going to happen. Okay? So when Ezekiel Elliott came back in 2018, after 2017, that failure, that mockery of a season, thanks to Dez, thanks to Garrett, and thanks to the fact that Dak Prescott did have a little fallback a little bit, and he was taking on too much. And you had Linehan, who just absolutely would refuse to use this kid's talent. Okay, he was just, you know how I felt about that. Anyway, the thing is that Dak Prescott had to progress a little bit. Okay, but how could you not when you have some of the worst core receivers, okay, amongst in football, except you got Witt, who's a talent, who's one of the best receivers in football. Even though he's a tight end, he still has the best catch rate in football. Okay, but he was gone in 2018. All right, but the point is the Cowboys for the 2017 and 2018 had a very bad all total receiving core. And though Beasley was a good slot receiver, Beasley was not the end all. You couldn't rely on Beasley to be a breakaway receiver, because he's not. He didn't have that type of speed. He had the quickness, but that's about all he had. He had good hands. But other than that, the fact that Dez Bryant was just a problem, became a problem for a number of years. We were in shambles in terms of that. Okay, and especially when you take out the fact that your running back was no longer in the picture for 6 weeks. Okay. 6 games. Now, people keep telling me, and I heard this with Joey Shakes the other day, saying that, you know, see, Dak Prescott can't do anything until he has Ezekiel Elliott. He does this, he does that. But wait a minute now. Haven't I proved, and the facts proved, and the stats are right there, Joey, and everybody else out there in Eagle Land, that Carson Wentz cannot function without a good running game. 2016 proved he sucked ass as a quarterback without a good running game. Okay, and he first won his first three games of his career, and then he just plummeted. He was in shambles the entire season. Okay, because he had no good disciplined running game, especially with Sproles was nothing but a scat back. Okay, and then all the Smallwood's horrible. Okay, and all the rest of them. Now in 2017, they adjusted themselves with LeGarrette Blount and Jay Ajayi with two backs that weren't cut from them, from someplace else rather. Okay, they came in and they did the punch mouth, smash mouth football you're supposed to play, and it took off for the Eagles. That's because he had a run game. They were third in all freaking football in rushing. You know that, right? So now you're trying to deny that he didn't need any running game as if he can carry anybody on his back. Well, then that's how his back got broke. You know, is that it? That's the excuse you guys keep using about every time you turn around. They give an excuse why Dak Prescott keeps winning because it's not Dak Prescott. At the same time, they want to give you an excuse that why Carson Wentz keeps losing because it's not Carson Wentz. You know what I'm saying? He got a back problem. He's got a leg problem. He can't stay healthy. So it's a myriad of asinine bullshit that these Eagle fans keep coming at us with. Now they want us to be afraid of Carson Wentz. Afraid of Carson Wentz, the man who can't beat Dak Prescott and never will. Okay, the man who cannot beat Dak Prescott, I'm supposed to be afraid of him. Is that right? As long as Dak Prescott is at the helm and directing that offensive team and scheme, or not on the Dallas Cowboys, Carson Wentz will never be able to beat that man. I keep telling y'all that. I'm going to keep on saying that. I've been saying it during the rookie years. I'm saying it during 17 and 18. I'm saying it in 19. He will never be able to beat Dak Prescott. Okay? And if they play 10 more times, right now they play head-to-head basically in a full contact, full-fledged game, 4 games. Dak is 3-1 against him. I think it's 3-1. All right? And so if they played 6 more times, Dak would probably win between 4 and 5 more games between them. And it would be 7 and at least 7-3, or at best 8-2 or 9-1, because he can't beat Dak Prescott. Period. All right. Now, all that's being said here. Okay, we're talking about Ezekiel Elliott. Now you're talking about who's the best running back. We know that he's not the best. We know that Le'Veon Bell is not the best running back. We know that even though this kid, like I said, Barkley is a good talent, he's not the best running back. Gurley ain't the best running back. Gurley got bad legs. Gurley got what do you call it? Arthritis. Okay, and Gurley, if you look at his stats, he still can't match up to Ezekiel Elliott. He can't. And people keep talking about who won the title the year before. Ezekiel Elliott came back home and still got 1,000 yards in those little 9 games or 10 games. You understand? It's crazy, man. Anyway, I want to show you the stats real quick, okay? And when you look at these stats, you'll see Ezekiel Elliott's how you may say his average per game carries. You understand? You know what's important here too? You look at his catch rate when he receives the ball. It's higher than Saquon Barkley's. It's higher than Saquon Barkley's. It's been higher than that since his rookie year, and it stayed in the 80s. You understand? Even though the time they used them very little for like a purpose like coming out of the backfield for Ezekiel Elliott, the thing is that his catch rate was pretty damn high. And even though that Saquon Barkley got a lot of receiving catches and stuff, he still dropped a number of them where his catch rate wasn't as high as Ezekiel Elliott. Okay, now he may have had more catches, but Ezekiel Elliott he's a power back. Ezekiel Elliott is a power back. Okay, Saquon Barkley is not a power back. All right, he's a fucking elusive, strong kid. Okay, and he's got some good speed. But even Ezekiel Elliott still faster than that kid. Okay, so Ezekiel Elliott got the entire package, man. All right. And people keep thinking about, I was being told that, well, Saquon Barkley hurdled a player. Well, Ezekiel Elliott makes that a regular thing. He does that on a regular. He's hurdling people. He's been doing it since he came in the rookie year and been in his college years. Okay, so come on, man. Just keep looking at the stats right there. That's all. That's all I'm trying to tell you. And then you look at the per game stats. Look at that. Look at this per game stats. All right. and look at the averages per game stats. You understand? And you look at not just Burt Barkley's, but look at also what's his name? Come out. What's it? I'm sorry about that. What's the name? Alvin Kamara. Alvin Kamara's average per game in rushing is like, like you see right there, 50. What's it? 59 or 51? So when you look at that, but his stats for receiving is pretty good. Okay, the average. But Zeke Elliott's stats for receiving is right there with everybody else, basically. Okay, Le'Veon Bell, man. I had to put Le'Veon Bell in his first 3 seasons because it's unfair to put him in all of his seasons. Okay, so I'm counting the first 3 seasons. Everybody else is in there. Of course, you couldn't do it with the Kamara, and you couldn't do it with Saquon Barkley because they only had this is their Kamara's 3rd season, and Saquon Barkley's first, and this is 2nd season coming up. So we had to live it at that, but I'll accept it as their average because that's their beginning. All right, and it's not bad. It's pretty damn good. All right, but Le'Veon Bell can't compare to Zeke. Even when you put Zeke's stats along with Emmitt Smith, his first 3 seasons, he outdoes Emmitt Smith. Now, I'm not going to blame the fact that he had less touchdowns than others before, because you look at Todd Gurley's stats compared to what Zeke Elliott's stats. All right, Zeke Elliott got, I think it was 1 less touchdown or 1 more touchdown than Gurley. I'm not looking at it directly right now, but the thing is that he's played in 4 less games than Gurley. 4 less games at that point in the first 3 seasons. Gurley played more games than Zeke did, and look how good Zeke did, better than he did. So listen, man, it just comes to, let's end this argument with this crap that who's the better back. It's bar none. It's the hungry one. All right, it's the hungry one who's the best. So forget that. All right, Zeke the freak, bro. And one more thing I want to talk about also is what was I going to say about the quarterback situation? You know, I'm waiting for Dak's payment to get paid and stuff, and we can move on and stuff. But y'all gotta, everybody keeps coming this crap about. We're supposed to be afraid of Carson Wentz. We're supposed notice that they didn't even believe it themselves. You know, we're supposed to be afraid of. We should be afraid of Carson Wentz. We're not that. We are, because nobody's afraid of Carson Wentz if we can't beat Dak Prescott or the Dallas Cowboys. So why would we be afraid of somebody who can't beat us? You know what I'm saying? I would have more fear for Nick Foles than I would Carson Wentz any day. Okay, he gets it done. But even the Cowboys in that game in 2017, they beat Nick Foles off the field. You know, the defense just took him right off the game. So anyway, be that as it may, y'all can keep on hammering that crap about giving the crown to Carson Wentz, who's never even been on the throne. Never been on the throne. Keep giving him the crown if you want to. Okay, he's a false prophet. He's a false leader. Okay, and I'm gonna tell you straight. I don't care what anybody tell you. I don't care what y'all say. Carson Wentz in 2018 quit on y'all. Y'all know he did, and you know he did. Okay, because all of a sudden he played so well that he almost came back and won the game against the Cowboys. But all of a sudden he had back problems after that loss, and realized that they weren't ever going to overtake the Cowboys. He was going to be out of the season. They had one more loss, they would have been out the postseason, and they wanted to fucking save face with that kid. They all of a sudden they came back with a bullshit that he had a back problem during his college days. Now it occurred all of a sudden that he was running around. Well, which is it, Eagles fans? Is it his legs or is it his back? Because y'all got an excuse for everything y'all need for this guy, but no excuse for Dak Prescott. It just ain't his fault he's winning. It's just some magically some frontline player or somebody in the backfield grabbed the ball out of his hand, threw it down the field for him. He never did the damn thing. Okay. Anyway, y'all good luck with that. It'll work for you. Sure it will. Keep on hating. All right? And nobody is wishing Carson Wentz bad, okay? Because you don't even try to twist it around to what y'all did with Tony Romo and try to do with Dak. Because everybody was talking about Dak's the next RG3. And now look like before the whole season started in 2016, they kept saying Dak's going to be the next RG3. He's RG3. He's going to get hurt. Oh, I can't wait to see him get hurt. All you Eagle fans were doing that. Most of you anyway. And guess what happened? Your boy can't stay healthy now. Fucked up knees and everything. Back and all that shit. What Tony Romo was going through? Back problems, rib problems, leg problems. Lord works in mysterious ways. Yes, she does. Thank you.
Fuck on the hill. Fuck on the hill.